So I have some points about this so far in the story in regards to how they're going from a writer's point of view. I love them at the start. I only got up to episode 33 and then I realized I ran out of episodes and I'm going to wait till the rest come out and then finish the rest because I can't do an episode a day. I'm too grown for that. And I binged like the whole 30 episodes in like over last weekend. But at the start, liked them, was fine. She is getting on my last nerve now. Some of you may disagree. I don't care. I feel like for the last few episodes, her character has not developed. She has stayed the same, whiny and annoying. She's like, I love you, but when I knew you were not Marquise, but now I know you're this commander. I cannot love you because I'm a poor bitch's girl. Him, but I love you no matter what. Don't care about my title. What I feel is what matters. I can't. And my daddy may be a traitor, but I know my heart is not a traitor. No. I feel like people have to tell her what she needs to see. And I feel like from a character development, it's weak. I personally feel. I would want her to get to some of these realizations on her own. For example, when the tutor was like, she's all about like war and violence. I want to go home to my little sister, which I do understand. But you can't be a stronger warrior as you are, a stronger fighter, not think you have something to do there. And she had to explain like basically how that the quicker you get the war done, the more lives are saved. The longer war drugs are over, the more people that die. That's the simplified version. And so she goes to war, she's helpful. I feel like he keeps chasing her and I need him to stop. You've gone to her several times. I know this is based on a book, and books, when male characters are written by, you see a lot in story, you can see when a male character is written by a woman, and you can also see when a female character is written by a man. And I feel like up to a point, it was fine. We have 40 episodes. There's so much room to build them. Like a 40-episode Chinese drama is equivalent to like 3 seasons in the West. And so I feel like there's so much room that they could grow and develop. But I accidentally took my finger off and I missed like last minute of what I was saying. But I was going back to saying, I feel like she only loved him when he was poor and was worth nothing. And then she had something to live for. Keep in mind, like at the start of the show, I felt like I thought her parents had died years ago, based on the translation, but it's only been 1 month. So I feel like he gave her a reason to live. And now that he's worth something more, not so much from like a financial standpoint, but she's now seen herself as less. But when he was a living husband, jokes were being made, well, not about her, but other people, and she was fine. But now that he has a position of power, she is not able to see herself as more. I feel like he needs to give her space to become who she is. And I don't know, I might be repeating myself. I can't remember what I said in the last first 2 minutes. But basically, same thing is standard with anybody in life. Though you can see what's best for somebody, you have to give them that space and a platform for them to grow and develop on their own. You can overwater and overfeed something. You must give them the space to grow. So I wish he would disappear. Give her the space to come to him on his own. And I wish that she would see and accept him. Because what's going to happen, we all know. The last episode, my man's going to get injured because he's always injured. He's going to almost die or needs to be saved or whatever. And in the last episode of the 40 episodes, and of the last 10 minutes, then she's going to come to her senses. They're going to be like, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Let's be together. I want to come to her senses faster than this. But forever. They're put there. See, they work well together. She needs to see her strength, that she's more than just what she was born into or what she presumes she is. And he needs to, I don't know what he needs to do. He needs to realize that he can't force everything. He needs to let go of control and trust in others outside. He does, but I think someone control he can let go of. This scene, I think the storytelling visually out of this show is very beautifully done. I think the cinematography is very nice, like even how they do some of the transitions and the angles, the lighting. The lighting is stunning. Whoever's head of lighting, you did a great job. I would have liked for this, because I think either he kisses, somebody kissed somebody, yeah. But he goes to her, kiss me, and then she kisses him. I think what would have been beautiful is, obviously, you know how she messes up people's names, because she doesn't understand, like, the grammar and whatever. In her drunkenness, after he says his speech, I think he says his speech, I don't remember. But after he says whatever he says, if she, in her drunkenness, said his real name and not the name she knows him by, which is Yan Zheng something. I'm so sorry, my Chinese is non-existent. And I wish she messed up and she said his real name, and then he'd have this epiphany moment, like because I think what he wants to be seen and accepted. His father was killed in army wrongfully in battle. His mother killed herself. His uncle controls everybody. His entire life has been controlling and maneuvering, and no one sees him for him. They see him for the position and his family and his title. I think that's what he loves about her, is that she loved him for him. And I wish they had that moment where she just says his name and not his live-in husband name. But yeah, I have no qualms with her. Quite like her, except for the rescue scene. There was no rescue scene. They went to go rescue her and she stumbled out of the woods. I wish they could have at least tried to look at something. I don't know if that. I feel like towards we get to the end of the season, I don't know if it's a budget constraint in the show, nor do I know if it is something's happening, because I feel like there's little things that's slipping through the cracks. There's little in terms of storyline that's not happening. And I don't know if it's a script thing, I don't know if it's a director thing, like casting. It's probably most likely production and budget issue, because she was not rescued. She found them. She just stumbled. They were standing there chatting and she happened to come out the woods. What is that? Sometimes I find with some shows, when they go on for too long, they run out, not supposed to run out of things to say, because I think they still have plot to explore, but I feel like they get lazy and they miss little things, and her just stumbling out that should have been done better. All in all, no comments with her, quite like her. Funny enough, I did start to like her with Cumin, even though my man is crazy and needs to be murdered off. I wasn't too mad. He's starting to get my last nerve. I would have loved it if because obviously we reveal, haha, he's a traitor, selling the secrets, whatever. He obviously doesn't want to do it. It's what his grandfather's telling him to do, and he's loyal to the clan. I would have liked it if he had said something, right? Told him some information, and in telling information, somebody gets seriously injured, or they are attacked, or somebody dies, and then he can't go back to being good. Because he did something, it caused somebody in their team, in their army, whatever, to lose their life or seriously injured. And that guilt stops him from becoming good. So he must go wholeheartedly to the evil side. I wish they maybe darken his character a bit more. Like, there's more I feel like they could go to with that. And then at the end, he has his redemption and he gives up his life for something, whatever, and goes back to his true self and realizing that he can't follow behind all these old people and what they're doing and the politics, because they're lost their minds. But I feel like there's more they could have done with that storyline. I feel like it was very rash. I mean, obviously there's 7 more episodes left to go and anything could happen, but I feel like there's more they could have done with his development. And even with him chasing Changu, I feel like he could have been more forceful, and it could have been done in a way to spite the Marquis. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. I don't have too much issues with her. She grew on me. At first, there was mixed feelings about her. I feel like she's youthful. I quite like him. I don't have many things with each other. I feel like the only thing I have to say, her leaving was very sudden. I would have liked if maybe when he did something and said something, caused him to get injured, and maybe she got injured and that's why she left. She's just leaving. I would have liked to know why she's leaving. Like, okay, she's going. I feel like they could have told a bit of backstory or told something. You have 40 episodes, 45 minutes each, but it's about average about 40-page script. There's so much to play with, and obviously it's based on a book. I have not read it, nor do I see me reading anytime soon. But I feel like there's more to play with there. That's the end. But going back on something, the scene before when they were sitting at the table, I would have liked it, because at the table they're sitting next to each other. I think it would have been really nice if they were sitting across from each other. And you could have had him staring at her and then her avoiding his eye contact. You know when you're sitting there like, you know when you're like two people like each other and they like trying not to look at each other, or one person's looking, the other person's like avoiding. I think that would have been nice. And then obviously she then gets drunk and he's like, my wife. I feel like that could have been a nice build on tension, and that would have led really nice into the scene. But that's just my opinions and thoughts. I'll wait till the rest come out and I'll watch the next 7 episodes. It's my, from like a writing and directing point of view, it's just interesting to see. I feel like there's more character work they could have done with them. Definitely her. They've gone lazy with her. There's no development. She has not grown or anything. She's stayed the same the last few episodes, which is boring me. But we'll see. 7 episodes left. Maybe she, I don't know, gets a backbone or something. Good luck. But bye. Thank you.